some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Oregon Ducks offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air on 2nd down. Uncorks one. Complete downfield.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the... It's an explosive play for this offense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Ducks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. The short hands. It's Algier. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's good. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Finds a man on the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to run it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
They're going to run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Algier. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the option. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. First down here for the offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. The question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The screen, he can go! And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Charles. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! On to attempt the try. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Oh, what a cut! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll immediately call timeout. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This will likely be the last play of the half. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Huge. To start this 3rd quarter, they just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jefferson. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game.
Touchdown, Ducks! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The last time they had it, they took took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they...
Turning it on! Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Pressure coming. Got a man. It's Travis. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Travis. And they're able to get him on the ground. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Under fire. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team.
This defense knew coming into the game they were going to try and get this guy the football because of his speed, but when he's running over the middle of the field, they want to put a hat on him and make him feel them. They did that right there. The hit causes the incompletion.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but
it's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oregon. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
no doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Hawkeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Turner. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Looking for a deep man. He caught it. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
The screen, and watch out. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to power it in. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying play action. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. On the move, it's good. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Ole Miss. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like,
there he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Algier. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Boom. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Travis. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's good. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to bully their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Oregon, 63. Iowa, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll ride the hot hand. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game.